Hello, my name is Andrew Barker and I'm living and dying with cancer. Yes, it's that time again when slight apology, these daily vlogs aren't becoming daily vlogs, they're becoming every other day roughly. So sorry about that. I've not been brilliant of late or the last couple of days. I've been feeling a bit rough. I don't know whether that's chemo that's causing it or just the very fact that I've not been sleeping very well. So it more than likely is that. It's partially to do with the cancer, partially to do with the thought of the cancer. As I stated in the very first vlog that I'd done, it's quite a bombshell being told that you have terminal cancer, so whether or not that's part of it, I don't know. Anyway, the last couple of days, as I say, I've not been too brilliant. Not been ill as such, just feeling totally run down and bleh. But feeling better today, and not much has happened. I've been staying indoors, trying to keep in the warm, just in case it was something like a cold coming on or anything like that. I didn't want to make things worse. Hopefully, and although you can't see it, touch wood, it's not a cold. Nothing else seems to have matured as such yet, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed there. But as I say, nothing has really happened much over the last couple of days because of this, so not a lot to tell you. I'm going to be doing a few more bits as regards to what I've been having from my dietitian to increase my diet, not increase my diet but increase my weight, which some people will probably notice. I tend to be wearing very similar clothing on all of these vlogs. It's not that I've only got one sort of set of things, I've got loads of sets of things, but some of the sets are actually now I'm able to wear, whereas in the past, before I lost the weight, I wasn't able to wear, and they were kept in storage. Don't know why I kept them in storage, but it was lucky I did, because I've now got clothes that I can wear and not had to go out and buy clothes. It just means that I have a lack of choice because they all seem to be very similar. Anyway, I will be talking more about bits and pieces that my dietitian has prescribed for me. Everything so far, food wise, has been prescribed and been on prescription. I've got a couple of other more bits that have been prescribed by the dietitian, so those I will be talking about over the next few days, weeks, depends on how I get over the days. Now tomorrow, I'm actually looking forward to tomorrow. I've got a friend of mine coming around and he's taking me out to one of my favourite little cafes in the area, called the Railway Cafe in Lancing, and they do a lovely breakfast. Now they do one called Gut Buster, which is, much as it comes across a large breakfast, I do add a few more bits to it. And there's some of you out there thinking, how does he eat a lot? My appetite has not actually changed, although with the stomach cancer I have just about here an area which is at the top of the stomach, which is basically the opening to the stomach, which there's a flap of skin or something like that that keeps closing and stopping food going past. It's more like it's pinching together, part of the tubing is pinching together, and that does make it difficult to eat. Although I have found that if I use a fizzy drink, I actually use a very fizzy water, I think they call it Highland Spring, and it is a very fizzy water. It's one of the fizziest drinks that I've found actually. If I do find that food has stuck, and it's not painful as such, but you can feel a lump sort of building within the top part of the stomach, I take a few sips, a little bit more than sips, probably mouthfuls of this Highland Spring, and slowly let that go down through my mouth into my throat and down. That does tend to manage to seep past the actual food, and not so much burp, but it builds up enough CO2, which is all the bubbles are in the stomach, to open the passageway and allow the food down. It does feel a bit painful sometimes if you've got too much food stuck behind, because it all tends to want to go down at once. If you've managed to catch it early enough, it's not painful. You can feel a slight movement, which is more uncomfortable than painful, and that allows the food to go down. Anyway, they're getting back to tomorrow. As I say, I've got a friend coming down and we're going out for a breakfast, and I will have a gut buster with a few extra bits. My dietitian would normally probably go spare if she saw what I was eating, but at the same time she would know that one of the main reasons I'm doing it is to actually try and increase my weight, which she's all for at the moment. So that would, apart from the very fact that I'm probably looking at heart problems and things like that, and cholesterol, and all that would be looked at, she would know that basically I am just doing it to increase my weight, and the very fact that I love their gut buster. The only thing I don't like is the black pudding that they put on the list, so I normally don't order the black pudding, and manage to have an extra egg, fried egg, put on the plate for that. But it is a big fry up. So tomorrow, hopefully, I will either try and take a few pictures to sort of show what I've been eating, and I will try, if the owners aren't too worried, I will try and take a short video of what it looks like, and show that you can eat near enough anything that's on the plate, unless you have some sort of allergies, of course. But to increase weight, anything goes, basically, and that's what I'm doing. And I must admit, as soon as my weight goes up a couple of pounds every time, I do feel a lot better. I feel euphoric, I suppose is one word, but I do feel a lot better after having a couple of pounds actually go on. Maybe not even a couple of pounds, just a pound. As long as I'm putting weight on. It's when I'm losing weight which I tend to not feel so good about, not personally, but the actual loss of weight does seem to bring me down a bit. So I think I would be comfortable at roughly 13.5 to 14 stone, whereas at the moment I am just on 12 stone 4, I think it is now, because I've actually lost a little bit of weight over the last couple of weeks. I've lost 3 pounds. Hopefully it's just a small sort of glitch after I had my last bout of chemo, and just a result of that. So hopefully it will all go back on. I don't want to put it on too fast, but I do want to put the weight back on. And all I can suggest is, if you have lost weight because of the cancer, that you do look at ways of putting weight on, and try not to be too fussy with what you eat. You can eat, even though some dietitians that are there to help you will say, oh, you don't want to eat that, that will stick as it goes down, or that will go into a doughy ball, or things like that. You can eat it. It does mean that you have to really chew things and make sure that they are well chewed. If you don't chew everything properly, that's usually when the likes of myself are ended up with the food backing up, and that's when I have to take a few mouthfuls of water, or sparkling water. I seem to have got it to the right sort of degree now, where I can go through quite a few meals without actually having to take sparkling water, because I've managed to chew everything into small enough pieces so it's not banked up. Anyway, so much for making everyone hungry. I will try and do another vlog tomorrow. As I say, things do tend to bring me down rather quickly, or slow me up, rather lethargic, tire me out, whatever. So hopefully I'll be doing another vlog tomorrow. If not, the way it's going, it'll be an every other day vlog, even though I want to do a daily one. If you'd like to subscribe, there is going to be, last 10 to 15 seconds, a subscribe button. It's only a small one, don't make it too obtrusive. Top corner, and please subscribe, please make your comments. If you have any ideas, let me know. Any tips at all, let me know. We can actually help others, if I can get these bits over to everyone else. The smallest of things, the same as with me showing what I do for when I prepare for a shower with the cling film and things like that. Those sort of things we don't think about, we take for granted. But some people wouldn't even think about that. So if you have anything, please let me know. I might be doing it myself and missing something out. So please comment. I could do with the comments to help others and myself, and hopefully help whoever is watching. So thank you very much again. My name is Andrew Barker. I'm living and dying with cancer, and positive thinking is the only way we are going to beat cancer. Thank you.